he was a total dickhead.
Worst job I ever had, I actually have a couple.
I used to have to drive a logoed car everywhere.
I was a matchmaker for 2.5 weeks.
One of my tasks was every week go to the pet store and buy his lunch, which was a rat.
Everything kind of fed into another, like he would feed the chickens and they would poop and the rabbits would eat it or do something with that, and then he would eat the rabbits himself.
I'm ready to puke just a little bit.
Oh, everybody was drunk.
Out of control animal house.
He was a screamer.
He would swear, yell at his clients.
A lot of F-bombs.
He fired his mother as the bookkeeper.
So she was just a train wreck all around.
He was saying tent pegs, and it sounded like Tempex.
And he was just throwing ice cream at the walls.
My second day on the job, he hands me a pair of gloves, tells me to go into the bathroom and clean up a surprise that had been left.
I swear he was eating cat food.
And it was really uncomfortable to watch.
The manager was extremely crazy, bipolar.
He'd put a Post-it note with a frown on it, and if I got it right, he would sign it and then give it back to me with a smiley face on the Post-it.
We called him Bison Head for years behind his back.
People would call her SB for silverback gorilla.
Well, you know he goes downstairs and snorts cocaine, don't you?
Part-time nanny, part-time chef.
Was great birth control for the future years.
Sleeping in a bunk the size of a coffin.
Getting hit on inappropriately by weird skeezy old men.
He'd always be in the back room, like...
There was a lot of cheap skating.
I don't know exactly what he was doing, but he was always in a really good mood, which was great.
We would reuse a lot of things.
People definitely smelled.
I felt like I couldn't shower enough.
Things that you probably shouldn't reuse.
The worst part about it was I had to get like on my knees and measure the inseams, which was terrible.
He knew where I lived. He'd show up at my house at 4:30 in the morning.
Not only ineffective, but illegal.
He would literally try to see if he could make me cry every single day.
I think almost everybody, if not everybody, probably cried at least once under her reign of terror.
And everything I bought that summer, I'd think, is this worth an hour of scraping on the bottom of a boat? And most things weren't.
If I could advise that boss, I would say,
no, I'm not your personal AAA.
Is this some way of compensating for some other inadequacy you have?
Get over yourself.
Just mellow out.
No, Alaska Airlines does not know you on a first-name basis.
I would thank him for having most of my paychecks clear the bank.
Sorry, Dad, I'm not working for you again.
But he was this
arrogant,
short-sighted,
egotistical,
micromanaging,
Job of the Hut,
mean,
short-minded,
batshit crazy,
dictatorial,
smarmy,
slave master.
The wannabe Devil Wears Prada.
Do you need any more than that?
Well, one good thing about my job now is I don't get much hate mail, and I like that.
And you know, a happy worker is a productive worker.
If you don't enjoy what you do and the people that you work with, it's not worth doing.
It's a great place to work. What more is there to say?